Hello. We're going to test something. So I've got, well, that I have everybody here, I've got, oh, I can't zoom in iOS. I'll have to figure that one out. Okay, so we've got YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. Hello. Let's see if that posts up. Okay. So as long as I am streaming on YouTube, now let's go over to Twitch. Hello, loud and clear. Now let's go over to Kick. Are you seeing this? I think so. Okay. So look at that. We support multi-streaming now. So the other thing too, this is something that's coming, and I'll probably cover it more tomorrow, is we can resize it here. And then by tomorrow, I'll have a little zoom key as well, so that you can zoom the text in and out depending on what you want to do. What's up, Maple Glads? So that's good. So we have multi-chat support. And now I wanted to test, let's do this. Let's screen share. But it's gonna duplicate now. So it's gonna duplicate a bunch of stuff. So let's shut off preview. So now I'm just previewing, so it shouldn't duplicate everything. It should only show what I have. Is it my first chat here? I can't remember. We found you another day. I know that. I don't know. Tomorrow, we're just testing out something that's actually a super cool feature, but I wasn't going to come on camera. However, I wanted to test the multi-chat. There's an issue with YouTube right now that I have to be streaming in order to see the chat, which is kind of lame. That's like a restriction from YouTube. So I'm just kind of looking at that and gonna probably fix it. But now that I have you guys here, I don't know if you guys saw, we've got cool, at the bottom left and right, we've got cool little starting soon. We've got a cool little privacy screen that mutes you by default, which is cool. You can shut that off. I just added different things. So if you want to download the app and we're talking to people, they can download the app. But also, so now we have multi-chat and we support multi-chat. Which is cool. So what's nice about multi-chat, we're adding a zoom feature. In this version, for some reason, I don't have it. But below the mode, so you can see the little mode right here. Below that, there's a zoom feature. So you can set your overlays, and then you can zoom them in and out, and the text will shrink or grow bigger, because I know that that's been a request, but everything looks actually pretty good. Let's see if alpha works. Alpha does work. But if you want to shut everything off, or let's say, Kick is having an issue and you want to shut off Kick, you can do that. But what's nice is all that you have to do is click all the platforms that you want, and then you'll have multi-chat overlay. So we'll test it. Hello. So now you don't have to use a third-party chat room or a third-party application. Obviously, if you want to use alerts and other things like that, you'll need to you can still use that, and you can see that I'm streaming on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. You can do up to 5 though, so that's nice. Very cool. Photographers running IRL plus FTP photo transfer setups with BellaBox SRT relays in our own Docker containers, but This is good to know. You're working on stuff with TVU. Haven't gone down the TVU rabbit hole. Yeah, so the whole goal of us releasing this TVU Go app is so that you don't have to do all the things that you just described. We have ISX, which is like our SRT LA. It's been around a little bit longer, and so you can do bonding. That's all built in. So you can see I have Wi-Fi, and here's my network connection. We're working on some really cool stuff with this that's likely going to be released in the future. But what's nice is like the user doesn't have to set anything up. UVC support, picture-in-picture, yes, all of those things. So if you join our Discord, do I have a thing? I got a link. I got to build a little QR for our Discord. So if you join our Discord, I sent an update yesterday of all the things that we've built over the last couple of weeks. We do support UVC. Specifically, what's been tested is the DJI 4, the Pocket 3, the Pocket 4, Mentra glasses. So we support Mentra glasses as well. Obviously I'm on iPhone, so you don't have UVC support unless you're using this on an iPad. Then UVC actually works really well. For actually the iPhone, you can use, can I not share this? No, I can't. For iPhone, we have wireless support. So for iPhone, you can have, what I've tested is the DJI Action 6. We've had the DJI Pocket 4, the Pocket 3, and the Pocket 6 all tested for RTMP streaming. So we support wireless streaming here. You can multitask, so you and I can exit out of the app, which actually, maybe we should test that. So I'm exited out of the app, and you can see that we can multitask, and the signal's not going to drop. I can bring the signal back, and we should be good, which is nice. Looks like my connection went a little bit unstable, but probably because I'm also streaming while doing this. Yeah, looks like my network went a little unstable. UVC picture-in-picture. So yes, picture-in-picture is pretty easy. You can just click the button. It brings you down to 30 frames a second. That's more of like an Apple limitation. You can move this crap around. Double tapping will change the perspective. So you can switch it to split screen as well. You can put yourself on the bigger side. You can have both. So like if you're eating dinner with somebody, you can split the screen and it's pretty nice. By default, there's a lot of things that we do just by like default in the system. One of those things is like by default, we select the widest cameras. So if you're using your front or your back facing, if your camera supports it on Android or iOS, we bring it in automatically. So there's nothing that you have to like do or set or think about. We just automatically bring it. Good IRL, whatever. Has been giving some issues with UVC, so I've resorted to lifetime UVC, and it doesn't do SRT LA on the app, so just SRT, but works well with local networks. Yeah, UVC in general kind of sucks. So it's what we've learned developing out UVC is it's not really like a limitation by the app. Oftentimes it's a limitation by the manufacturer. DJI is like a perfect example of that. So DJI, their Action 4 is their best streaming camera, period. You and I could use the Action 6, and the Action 6 has connectivity issues. So when you plug it in, it's hard to get a usable picture out of it like right away. So, but you plug in the 4, and it's good to go, and you don't have any issues. So Jets TV put in the Discord URL if you want to screenshot that and go there. We're always monitoring it, so if you want to have, like if you have questions and you want to talk to us there, that's a really great place to do it with. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of test out the multi-chat, and apparently we can scroll too. Sorry I wasn't reading these. So you can also scroll your chat, which is sick, because I know a lot of people were requesting that because you couldn't do that before. Now you can. Yeah, I'm running the R6 with a second phone on top of a relay for UV. So you don't have to do that, actually. Join our Discord. I have a bunch of updates in there. if you Google SEMO, there's a SEMO device that you can use. It's like $100. It's super cheap. Cheap, like compared to like a backpack, right? But you can buy a SEMO device and then you can connect it, like an FX3 or your R6, your Canon, and then you can just stream using that camera, and then we bring it in automatically. And you don't have to be connected UVC, so you don't have to worry about like disconnection and stuff like that. So you can usually just connect it, disconnect it, and then it brings in, it comes up right away. SEMO is SEEMO. It's all one word, but yes, that's how you pronounce it. I forget what company makes it. Let's see that right now. SEMO. Axon. ACCSOON SEEMO. And you can just get the Axon SEMO 4K. On B&H, it's like $126. But I won't demonstrate that tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to stream because I've got to test a bunch of stuff on Android. But if you're around, I can kind of show you the SEMO device. It's upstairs right now, so I can't grab it. But there's like a ton of stuff. I know this little thing. Yeah, it works really well because, like I said, if you have an FX3, so I have an FX3 right here, and you can connect it pretty easily to the SEMO device, and it runs really well, and you don't have to worry about it. Let's go up here. If I want to have just my chat on a second phone, do you have to have the app? Yeah, so it's a good question. As we add features, I think it makes sense to have like a companion app, but ideally you just have the Go app on 2 phones, and then one's like a view only, and then the other one is you're streaming on it. Those are all things that we're thinking about right now, but we haven't done any development, but it's kind of like a natural progression. As more users kind of come into our ecosystem, we'll likely consider, some sort of companion app that we can make in the future. Specifically spell, you still need a phone there though. Yes, I don't know what the question is, but yeah, if you use a SEMO, you're using the phone because you're using our application to do the bonding. So you're using the SEMO device to convert the HDMI feed. That's going into the phone. The phone is encoding that stream, and then you're bonding with like a professional camera. So you're using multiple connections. And then the TVU Go can support 3 connections today. So Wi-Fi, cellular, and then if you have like an adapter and you're running an Ethernet cable too for some reason, you can do that. We'll likely support more in the future, but that's what we have today. Does the Go app have browser source tabs? I use StreamBuddy right now, and IRL chat has browser source. Yeah, totally. So on here, it's overlay. So you can see right here next to the beauty filter is overlay. This is all browser sources. So you can do up to 12, I think it is. But you see that I have like a ton of browser sources here. So I don't have StreamBuddy, but I think this is Botrix, something like that. And then if you want to add it, you can do a URL or a PNG. And so if you do a URL, hopefully that's still sharing, you just name the URL, you paste it. If you want to interact with the web page, you can click tap and type on page. So by doing this, it allows you to like interact with the website. So if you have like, if you have to put in a password or navigate the page, you just enable that and you can do that. By default, it's going to render at 5 frames a second, but if you're like doing something that has a higher frame, you can put that in, but obviously it's going to consume more resources on your phone. And then if it has audio, so if there's audio that you include like alerts or TTS, you just enable the audio and then we'll mix and bring in the audio automatically. So yes, we support browser sources, and it's pretty easy to add, which is nice. But you can do whatever you want. Again, the first 2, so there's a privacy screen here, and then there's a starting soon, if you can see down here. Those are what we take up by default. and we use those sources automatically. And so they have built-in privacy screens, so you can use ours or you can use your own if you want. Okay, it pops up a new window then, or it exists within that overlay. No, it pops up a new window. So if you have chat and then you're adding an additional overlay, you're just layering, as many overlays as you want to support. So for example, we've got overlays here. I don't know what these things are, but picture, QR. Oh, not that. Time, P1. So you can see as I'm clicking on these, it's just adding the layers. And then you can define like what layer, you want that on. Yeah, you can just change it. So we have this little powered by TVU Go. These are all things that'll be super clear when the app, pops up a new window then over time. Yeah, it pops up a new window, and then if you want to edit, there's this little pencil button right here. Oh, I have 2 powered by TVU Go's on there. I don't know why two's there. You can see that it's rendering though at 5 frames a second, which is why it's kind of choppy right there. But I don't know why 2 are on here for some reason. It's weird. Hey. Told me about you. Scroll through chat. I've seen analog before. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So this is something that we integrated just like last night. So I was just testing it. But yeah, as you're going through chat, we're doing multi-chat right now. I know you guys are watching on Twitch, but currently you see that we're doing Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, and we're mixing all those together. Additionally, below the mode button, tonight we'll probably add a zoom so that if the text is too big and you want to adjust it, you can adjust it as well. I'm trying to remember when I saw you stream last, you were out and about on a trail somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. Today we're actually just testing something that I wasn't going to go on camera for, because we're testing something that's kind of top secret and making sure that it worked. But in order for me to test, I had to stream on our platforms to do this. So I'm doing that today. But tomorrow I'll be streaming on Android, and I'll probably go out and about and maybe shoot some photos and answer a bunch of questions with you guys. And then I can talk about all the different features that we're using. They both hunt, photographer, streamers, so you fell into our... Dude, okay. So if you're a photographer, let me show you something. Wait, don't go anywhere. So if you're a photographer and you can hear me, okay, check this out. Do you guys shoot film? If you guys shoot film, you'll know what camera this is. So I'm like a legit one. So there's a lot of stuff that I have that's like super cool. So yeah, if you guys are photo streamers, that's cool. So am I. And then my favorite by far is this one. So it's an X-Pan, which is like a sick camera. It's my favorite by far. I try not to like take it out too much, and I try not to travel with it, but it's like a beautiful camera. Oh, sick. Yeah, I don't know many photographer streamers. I just know because like anytime you go IRL and you search, there's not a whole lot of IRL streamers that are into like photos outside of like YouTubers. There's plenty of YouTubers. My favorite is Grainy Days. He does a ton of really good content. We have a whole... Oh, sick. What's the Discord? I'll definitely join it. All right. I probably have to get back to work because we were just testing a few things, but hopefully you guys like this. And Did the default disconnection protection page get implemented? Oh yeah. No, it did. So actually, let's test it here real quick. So what he's asking is whether or not disconnect protection is enabled by default. So every user now used to have to upload their disconnect protection clip. And what I noticed with a ton of pro users is these pro users never enabled it. So you ended up, okay, PhotoFam accepted. So I just accepted under Zero Cool is my name that I just came in. I have like different names on different platforms. So the issue with that is a lot of people just wouldn't upload their own clips. He just ended what? Oh, sick. I'm gonna join that one too. Accept invite. Cool, man. This is awesome. We have a bunch of clips that are just there by default. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut my connection, and it should go to the backup clip, and then I'll just come back shortly after that, just so that you guys can see what that looks like, and then what that looks like when we come back. Because when we come back, what you should see is a notification when we're actually connected. It should notify us here that we're connected. So if I do this correctly, it's going to go to the backup clip, and I'll leave it there for like 10 seconds or so, or 20 seconds, and then we'll come back. So hold on. There we go. All right, I'm going to cut it. Ready? Wi-Fi cellular active, and it should reconnect. So it just reconnected. It should give us a notification that says that we've reconnected, but I don't know that it did or not. So now we're back. So yeah, whether you're in vertical or horizontal, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's going to connect back to us, which is nice. So yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow because I've got to test a bunch of stuff, but I'm glad that it looks like this multi-chat is working, which is cool. And yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. And I'll see you, if you guys are around, I'll see you tomorrow. But I just joined your guys'